What is up everyone, Barricade here, and I'm bringing you guys my review of Dragon Ball Super episode 46, and this was pretty much the conclusion of this little filler arc that we're having with the superhuman water, as they called it. And while it was just overall a standard fight, nothing too amazing, I gotta say a few little high points of the episode that I really liked about it was how when it came to Vegeta, he was so undecisive on how he wanted that fight to go. Basically, he wanted Goku to defeat the copy Vegeta so he can live, and at the same time he wanted the evil Vegeta to win because he didn't want to see himself lose. So it was kind of like a weird thing where he couldn't really decide who he wanted to win, and I think there was even like at a point where he just didn't even care, like he just like wouldn't care if he died, like he just wanted to see himself win even if it was just a copy of himself. And then but then he ended up flipping on that with wanting to say, oh fine, I'll defeat Kakarot myself, and he tries to attack the copy Vegeta, but of course he can't do nothing. And then it just all leads up to where they're being chased by the core of the superhuman water, and then the part that just had me laughing like crazy is freaking Trunks is about to get absorbed by it. Vegeta jumps in the way, looks all dramatic, looks sad. It literally actually was pretty like legit, like pretty like intense for me for a second, honestly, when it looked like Trunks was gonna get absorbed, start playing the sad music and stuff. I was like, holy shit, what's gonna happen? And then Manaka just fucking steps on the core and stops it like all easy. Just he wakes up out of his little coma thing or whatever whenever he faints, and he accidentally steps on the core and saves the day. Like really, like that was so anticlimactic. It was freaking hilarious. And then, you know, Goku defeats the copy Vegeta, and then it pretty much just ends like that. Nothing too amazing, just simply finishing up this little filler arc here. And while it was just a simple filler arc that wasn't even that long, I gotta say it was actually pretty decent. It wasn't bad at all, honestly. I've seen other anime where they have filler that just goes on and on and on and on, and it keeps going for freaking 10, 20 plus episodes. And it's just boring and not even too interesting, and you're just like, when the hell is the next arc gonna start? Like, it's just annoying. And that's what I always liked about Dragon Ball filler, because while they did have some that lasted pretty decently long, they were always pretty interesting. It kind of expanded on the story overall. Like with the Otherworld arc, that was filler, but it was still interesting because we got another tournament. We saw Goku fight Pikkon. It was overall an interesting filler arc. It wasn't bad. Whereas other anime I've seen pretty much piles it on and just does not end. I'm just like, dude, hurry the hell up. So this actually wasn't bad. It was pretty decent. Just kept us interested for a little while we waited for the next main arc. And I cannot wait for the next arc because we are getting Future Trunks back. And I know I made a theory video about evil Goku, and I pretty much stated that I believe that it wasn't the Future Trunks from the Android Saga. I said that it was most likely our Trunks from the future, and because of the fact that Mai is there. Well, in the preview for the next episode, it actually states that it is the same Trunks from the future, that it's the one that defeated Cell and all of that. So I really demand an explanation of why Mai is with him. That's actually pissing me the hell off, because that does not make any sense. If you realize in Dragon Ball, Mai is actually older than Goku. Goku was a young kid when he ran into Emperor Pilaf and his gang for the first time. And she was already like in her 20s or maybe even older. She was a woman already. So she's obviously a lot older than Goku, but yet she's still somehow in the Future Trunks world. In the Future Trunks world, she never got wished to be young again. So she's still older than Goku, and at this point she would pretty much be considered a grandma. So how the hell is she young, and how the hell is she in the Future Trunks arc? That doesn't make any sense in my opinion, if it's the same Trunks that, you know, we saw in the Android Saga, which it is because they already stated that. But I don't get it. I have no idea how Mai can be there. It doesn't make any sense. They better explain it, because if they just randomly say, oh, Mai's there, and they don't explain that she got wished young again somehow, or they don't explain it at all, I'm just honestly going to be pissed off, because that's just going to annoy the crap out of me. But overall, anyways, this episode was pretty decent. Simple fight overall, just finishing up the little filler arc, nothing too bad, and got me hyped for the next arc because of the preview. And honestly, I just cannot wait for the next episode of Dragon Ball Super. But I give this episode a 4 out of 5. Decent, pretty funny, overall good episode. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and take it easy.
Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see my most recent Gears of War video, hit that link on the left. If you want to see my most recent Dragon Ball video, hit that link on the right. Thanks for watching, guys.